I'm Sarah Hayes. I'm working with H&M Group as a business expert for circularity, spending most of my time working with circular design. Well, what inspired me to work with circular economy, I would say it was really like there wasn't exactly a light bulb moment. I would say it was more a gradual dawning or realization. So I started working with the H&M Group about 8 years ago, and I actually started with the H&M brand, working in their product teams as a pattern maker, mostly with ladies. But the more time I spent there learning about the product development process and how it works, really going through the whole process, really started to think about, isn't there opportunity to do this in a more circular way? So started spending more time exploring that, and then gradually moved over to working with it full time in the sustainability department. So I think really the more I started to learn about the product development process, really got more and more excited about the creative opportunity that there is there. So the main challenges and barriers in adopting circular economy, I would say when looking at the area of circular design, we're learning more and more about how that can work. And then learning more and more about the challenges involved as well. So we're experiencing that there actually are some trade-offs involved there. So I think building understanding on there might not be a perfect solution. You need to find balance between different areas. Like if you're designing a product to be more durable, how does that relate to, designing a product to be more recyclable? Sometimes there are trade-offs, like the more complex you put something together, can be trickier to take apart. So we have been really looking into understanding how do we design products, how do we design for product purpose? So really understanding how that product is going to be used, because products are used differently. Like even if you're looking at one product type, it will be used in different contexts. And that makes quite a big difference for how you will apply circular design strategies, for the inputs you will choose, how you will put those inputs together in a way so that the product can really recirculate at the highest value through the multiple loops. So that's one of the challenges we've seen more concretely when it comes to circular design. And then our approach has really been to build out this piece around design for product purpose. There needs to be critical changes on every level, I think. But what I can see there is really a need for is to really integrate how we are working with circular economy in our organization. So we're really on a journey with that and really looking at how do we build circular economy competence locally, and how do we also really amplify the cross-functional collaboration that's needed? Because it's not going to be one team in a sustainability department somewhere that's going to solve this. It's really going to need to be everybody working together on that journey. We have been looking at how do we build up our circular community and our broader networks around each area, but still making sure we can cross-pollinate between those networks, because again, we don't want to be working in silos on this. Having one network focusing on materials somewhere and another network somewhere else working on reverse supply chains, they very much need to be interconnected. So really looking at how we can build those networks across the organization, cross-functionally, building up the competence locally, and really giving local ownership as well. We're on a journey with that, and that needs to only accelerate. And I could say the same thing externally as well. I think collaboration is going to be crucial if we actually going to accelerate towards impact here. So, we have discussions with competitors that we, even 2-3 years ago, we never would have had. And that's really exciting. Yeah, collaboration with all kinds of industry players. Also seeing strong need to collaborate and move forward in the area of policy as well. I think there we have a lot of opportunity to be able to accelerate towards impact, and how do we really land on some of those key definitions and requirements needed, and ideally having a harmonized approach. I think it can take us places. What advice would I give to people starting their circular journey? I think cross-functional collaboration is key. You're going to need to work with all kinds of roles internally to do this. So I think being able to embed circular economy competence locally, giving ownership locally, and really fueling that cross-functional collaboration in your organization, I think that is so powerful. Another key takeaway that I've had, especially lately, is really that we need to keep going. This is really a journey, and this is not A to B. Like now we're in this period where, there's been a lot of piloting and figuring out, what is circular economy for our industry more broadly. How do we actually take that towards scale? We are on a journey here, and it can be a bumpy ride at times. It's not always smooth sailing. So how do we really keep that momentum going and fueling that cross-functional collaboration so that we really keep going together?